Hi, my name is Nampuda Masango, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about June 16, its significance to South African history, and why I feel like the message of June 16 is still important to the youth of today. So today is June 16, Youth Day. And Youth Day is a public holiday here in South Africa. And on this day, we commemorate a protest that inspired a wave of protests across the country known as the Soweto Uprising of 1976. Now, every time I think about Youth Day, I always think back to the story of Antoinette Sithole and her little brother, Hector Pieterson. Now, Antoinette was 17 years old at the time, and her younger brother was 12. Like many other Black students in South Africa back then, Antoinette and her younger brother were forced to study an inferior educational curriculum developed by the apartheid regime to train Black people to be nothing more than workers, laborers, and servants. And leading up to the uprising, the apartheid government also wanted to force Black students to be taught in a language called Afrikaans, which many Black students, along with their teachers, did not understand. So as one can imagine, Black students were very frustrated about this, and they felt it was very unfair. And so on that day, the students in Soweto set out for a peaceful protest to the Orlando Stadium. However, as the crowd got bigger and bigger, the students found themselves surrounded by armed policemen who soon began to fire tear gas and live ammunition at them, which caused them to scatter in panic and fear for safety. Now, Antoinette was in the crowd of protesters when she spotted her little brother. She was shocked, angry, and confused because he wasn't supposed to be there. He was way too young and had no clue of the potential dangers. She called out to him, and while they were speaking, bam, 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 more shots were fired, and they separated as each of them ran in a different direction. As soon as the chaos died down again, Antoinette ran onto the street to try and find her little brother, only to see that he had been shot. A photographer by the name of Sam Zima was documenting the protest that day, and he captured a picture that would become an iconic photograph of Hector Pieterson, who lost his life that day. This protest by the youth in Soweto sparked many others and inspired events that would eventually lead to South Africa's democracy. Time and time again, we've seen throughout history and around the world how powerful young people are when they come together to fight for what is right. And that is no different to what is happening in the world today. When young people are willing to risk it all to fight against what threatens their lives and their future, they are a force to be reckoned with. So I ask you this: what is threatening your life and your future? And what sacrifice are you willing to make? Well, one thing that plays an important role in every human being's life is the environment. Our planet is the only home that we have, and it provides us with everything we need to stay alive. It is therefore imperative that we do everything that we can to take good care of the planet that takes such good care of us. Young environmental activists around the world, including Vanessa Nakate, Greta Thunberg, Bruno Rodriguez, and many others, are making necessary sacrifices in their lives to bring awareness to climate change. The power of these young voices are palpable, and their passion inspires many to look into their own lives to think about ways they can help combat climate change. So tonight, I leave you with one message. Young people are the most powerful group in every society, and as a collective, your voice and action are unstoppable. So as we face some of the biggest environmental challenges yet, such as plastic, water, and air pollution, how will you apply your agency for change? What will you do to change the environmental challenges that threaten your life and your future? And what sacrifice will you make to see it through?